Chosen one, listen closely. Everything you've been through, the heartbreak, the betrayal, the sleepless nights, it wasn't random. It wasn't punishment. It was training. God Himself has been preparing you for a moment far greater than you ever imagined. Every tear, every struggle, every closed door was shaping you into someone unstoppable, someone anointed, someone destined for divine elevation. And now, your time is coming. But here's the question. Will you recognize your own power? Will you step boldly into what heaven has prepared? Or will you let doubt keep you small? Today, you will discover why your pain was never wasted, why your struggles were never in vain, and why God is finally revealing the chosen one in you. So stay with me, watch every word, because by the end of this video, you'll know your purpose, your power, and your destiny. And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment, "I'm ready," if you're prepared to claim the life God has been training you for. Your rise begins now. Chosen one, you didn't just survive what others couldn't. You endured it, because you were being shaped, refined, and hand-trained by the Almighty Himself. When everyone walked away, when doors slammed in your face, when your plans collapsed right in front of you, it wasn't because you were cursed, it was because you were called. God wasn't punishing you, He was positioning you. He wasn't rejecting you, He was redirecting you toward your divine assignment. When God decides to raise a warrior, He doesn't do it in comfort, He does it in conflict. He doesn't build soldiers in safety, He builds them in storms. Every sleepless night you cried through was your spiritual training ground. Every heartbreak wasn't just pain. It was a lesson in discernment. Every betrayal wasn't a loss. It was God showing you who could not walk with you into your destiny. And every silent season wasn't abandonment. It was alignment. You see, when the noise of the world becomes too loud, God will pull you into isolation. He needed you to learn how to hear His whisper without distraction. He needed to train you in private before announcing you in public. You weren't rejected by people, you were reserved by heaven. You weren't overlooked, you were being refined. The fire didn't come to destroy you, it came to develop you, because gold isn't made in peace, it's made in pressure. And you, chosen one, have been walking through divine pressure, not because you're weak, but because you're valuable. You were never at war with the world, you were in training with heaven. The battle wasn't meant to break you, it was meant to build you. Every tear you cried was watering the seed of your greatness. Every time you got back up after being knocked down, heaven took note, because God wasn't looking for perfection, He was looking for perseverance. And now, everything that once hurt you is becoming your greatest weapon. Your pain taught you power. Your rejection taught you resilience. Your struggle taught you strategy. Chosen one, your scars are not proof of your suffering. They are proof of your survival. You are walking evidence that the storm didn't win. The storm trained you. So stand tall, because the same fire that once tried to destroy you has now crowned you in divine strength. You are no longer the broken version of yourself. You are the battle-tested creation of God's training. Chosen one, remember those silent seasons when you felt invisible, when it seemed like no one saw your effort, your love, or your loyalty. You gave your all. And still, no one noticed. That wasn't rejection. That was protection. You weren't hidden to be forgotten. You were hidden to be prepared. When God plants a seed, it looks buried beneath the soil. It's surrounded by darkness, unseen and silent. But deep beneath the surface, that seed is breaking open, transforming, and growing stronger every single day. That's what God did with you. He buried you, not to end you, but to develop you. He wanted your roots to grow deep, deep enough to hold the weight of the blessings that are coming. You didn't lose your light, chosen one. You were being charged in the dark. The world thought you disappeared, but heaven knew you were in divine preparation. And when God finally brings you out of that hidden place, the glow you carry will be undeniable. The people who mocked your silence won't understand your reappearance, because while they were busy performing, you were transforming. While they were chasing attention, you were building alignment. God separated you from the crowd on purpose. He needed to strip away the opinions, the noise, the distractions, so that you could finally hear His voice alone. He needed to show you who you are without the influence of others telling you who to be. Every no you received wasn't rejection, it was divine redirection. Every closed door wasn't failure, it was a setup for something far greater. Every season of waiting wasn't a delay, it was discipline. Because God wasn't teaching you how to shine, He was teaching you how to sustain your shine. You weren't forgotten, chosen one. You were being focused. You weren't abandoned. You were being aligned. And now, that season of divine hiding is coming to an end. You are about to be revealed, not as the person you used to be, but as the masterpiece heaven has been molding behind the scenes. So don't be surprised when the world looks at you and asks, "Where did you come from?" Because your answer will be simple. I didn't come out of nowhere. I came out of God's training ground. The world will finally see what heaven has known all along. You were never ordinary. You were anointed, appointed, and divinely hidden for the right time. And that time, chosen one, is now. Chosen one, let's be honest. You've questioned God before. You've sat alone in the dark, whispering, "Why me?" You've looked at your life and wondered why your path had to be filled with so many heartbreaks, betrayals, and disappointments. But hear this truth. Your pain was never random. It was intentional. It was the language God used to capture your attention. When life was easy, you didn't pray with fire. When everything was going right, you didn't listen as closely. But when the pain hit, when life broke you open, that's when your soul began to truly hear Him. Pain was the key that unlocked your transformation. It stripped away your comfort so you could step into calling. It burned away everything false so only the truth of who you are could remain. Every tear you cried, chosen one, was watering the seed of your destiny. Every sleepless night was preparing you for divine awakening. Every loss was creating space for something holy to be born in your life. Your pain wasn't sent to destroy you. It was sent to activate you, to wake up the divine warrior that was sleeping inside. Look back for a moment. The things that once hurt you are now the very things that taught you. The people who betrayed you became your greatest teachers, and the disappointments that broke your heart were just redirections to your purpose. God knew something you didn't. The old, you couldn't carry the new destiny. So He had to allow certain endings. He had to take people out of your life, not to punish you, but to prepare you. He had to let things fall apart so the right things could fall together. That wasn't cruelty. That was divine conditioning. You had to learn how to walk by faith, not by sight. You had to learn that favor doesn't mean comfort, it means endurance. And you had to realize that what looked like pain was actually purpose in disguise. Chosen one, your pain is proof that God never gave up on you. He saw your strength even when you didn't. He knew that your breaking point would become your building point. So now, wear your scars proudly. They're not signs of defeat. They're divine evidence that your training was real, your growth was earned, and your destiny is unstoppable. Because your pain didn't end you, it elevated you. And now God is about to show you why every tear had purpose. Chosen one, if you've ever felt like life has been one long test, that's because it has. Your soul hasn't been resting. It's been training. You have been enrolled in what heaven calls the spiritual boot camp, a place where warriors are made not through comfort, but through conflict. While others learned how to live comfortably, you were being taught how to live faithfully. While the world chased validation, you were being trained in obedience. While others sought pleasure, you were being molded for purpose. You've walked through fires that could have destroyed anyone else, yet somehow you're still standing. That's not coincidence. That's divine endurance. Every battle you faced wasn't random. It was assigned. God personally handpicked your challenges. Yes, every single one. He allowed the betrayal so you could master the art of forgiveness. He allowed the season of lack so you could discover abundance through gratitude. He allowed the rejection so you could understand that your worth never depended on people's acceptance, only His. Each hardship was a lesson. Each heartbreak was a test. Each delay was divine discipline in disguise. Because one day soon, you won't just tell your story, you'll lead with it. You'll become living proof that what was meant to bury you only built you. People will look at you and ask, "How did you survive all that?" And your answer will carry divine power. Because I wasn't being punished, I was being trained. This is that sacred moment in your journey where the student becomes the teacher, where the wounded becomes the healer, where the overlooked becomes the anointed. God didn't take you through all this pain just to leave you broken. He took you through it to graduate you. You've been through emotional, mental, and spiritual conditioning. And now, you're ready to step into a season of revelation, recognition, and divine reward. Every storm was preparing you. Every delay was building you. Every battle was qualifying you. Chosen one, heaven has taken notice. Your training season is ending. You're no longer a soldier in training. You're a leader in purpose. You are graduating from God's hidden boot camp with spiritual authority, divine confidence, and a faith that cannot be shaken. And soon, the same world that saw you struggle will witness your supernatural rise. Your preparation is over. Now comes your promotion. Chosen one, take a deep breath, because what you're about to step into is not an ordinary blessing. It's the divine reward for your endurance. Every night you cried alone, heaven took note. Every time you felt unseen, the angels whispered your name before the throne. Nothing was overlooked. Nothing was wasted. This is not payback. This is promotion. You're entering a season where everything that once hurt you will start revealing its purpose. The storm wasn't meant to destroy you. It was designed to develop you. The confusion wasn't punishment. It was preparation. And now, the very doors that stayed shut for years will open with ease, because you've been trained to walk through them differently. You're no longer chasing approval. You're walking in divine authority. You've learned what most people never do, that God's training ground feels like isolation, but it's really elevation in disguise. The same people who mocked you will soon call you for advice. The same world that doubted you will now depend on you. Because when God trains His chosen ones, He doesn't make them comfortable. He makes them capable. You've been refined like gold, tested like a warrior, strengthened like steel. And now, your reward is not just what you'll receive. It's who you've become. Your scars, they're your spiritual credentials. Your silence, it became your shield of wisdom. Your pain, it's the undeniable proof that God was your personal trainer all along. This next chapter is your graduation season, your divine unveiling. The trials you endured were not random. They were customized for your calling. You didn't lose anything that was meant for you. You gained everything that would sustain you. So, chosen one, stand tall. Heaven is clapping for you. Your time of testing is transforming into your time of triumph. Your wilderness season is shifting into your promised land. You are walking into the very thing you once prayed for, fully equipped, spiritually mature, and divinely aligned. The world won't recognize you anymore, but heaven has been waiting for this moment all along. You were never abandoned. You were anointed. And now your reward begins. Chosen one, if you're still here, that means this message was meant for you. Every battle, every heartbreak, every silent night, it wasn't for nothing. God was training you, not punishing you. You've been through seasons where you questioned everything. Why me? Why this? Why now? But look at you. You made it. You didn't break. You became. This is your confirmation. You're stepping into your divine reward. The same pressure that almost crushed you is now the reason you shine. The same storm that tried to drown you has purified your spirit. God didn't just save you, He shaped you. Your pain was the classroom. Your patience was the lesson. And your faith, that unshakable faith, was your graduation key. Now, heaven is opening doors no man can close. The people who underestimated you will watch you rise. The version of you that walked into the fire is not the same one walking out. You're stronger, wiser, and more anointed than ever. Chosen one, this is your moment. Step boldly into what God prepared for you. Don't shrink. Don't doubt. You didn't go through all of that to stay the same. You went through it to become unstoppable. So lift your head high, take a deep breath, and declare this with me. My training is complete, my purpose is clear, and my time has come. If this message touched your soul, type Amen in the comments. Let heaven see your faith. And remember, your story isn't ending. It's unfolding. Because when God trains a chosen one, He doesn't just build a survivor, He creates a legend.